I'm making this video since Valentine's Day is coming up, and I've been discussing with a colleague of mine how I think men love very differently from women, right? I would argue that men are predisposed to the highest form of love, right? Not most men don't experience this love. This is the love of agapophilia, or I call it TCophilia, like a sacrificial love and or selfless love. And this type of love is not trivial at all. This is the type of love that makes men join monasteries, makes men join armies to die for their country. This is the type of love that makes bands of samurai bound together, fighting to the death with their backs against a wall until one by one they're all slaughtered. This is the type of love that makes people dedicate years to their lives to the pursuit of some kind of passion or goal. Like, someone who, let's say, like a scientist who's smart enough to become a well-regarded engineer and make millions, foregoing that to become a educator instead. Right? This is a very powerful love, and I do think women occasionally feel this, but nowhere near at the same frequency that men do. It's night and day, and to be honest, this makes sense because if you ever look at social media, whenever you see these examples of brotherly love, right, or like male brotherhood, right, this agapophilia, when it's exclusively to other men, women have this instinct, especially more nerdy women I've noticed for some reason. I don't know why, but they'll do something called shipping, where they will theorize or make fiction about fictional characters, even sometimes about them being in romantic relationships. And they're usually shown in a ludus, like a very playful kind of love, or a philia, like a very affectionate love. It's not always like just erotic, right? Thankfully, it's not erotic a lot of the time. But this shows that the way they love is different because I know the feeling of brotherhood, right? There's men I'm very loyal to that I will I will lie underneath a court for them and face jail time. And I don't say that lightly, right? There's men who I'll go to the ends of the earth to fight for their innocence, or help them, or give them money when times are hard. That being said, I don't think this instinct is very common for people. I think men are just some of the people who can feel it occasionally, right? It's, again, I guess just enough. This is the highest form of love, agapophilia. But the main reason I'm making this video is Valentine's Day is coming up, and I know some guys can be insecure about being alone when really he shouldn't. I'm plugging my Discord link into this server for a reason. You don't have to be that guy who's just alone on Valentine's Day. You can be a guy who with a band of brothers on Discord playing a Star Wars game from a few years ago, Hearts of Iron, talk about Yakuza and how cool it is, or watching movies, and not dwell on the fact that you don't have a woman that is going to show you only Eros, right? And you can have a band of Spartan brothers, or you can end up being, it could be literally anything, but you don't have to be upset about this. And I think way too many men are actually kind of cruel. Men will call each other kings on the internet, right? They'll say "sup king" as like a joke, or they'll say if they were older, they would have said bros before hoes. But the problem with these men now is I don't think they actually live up to that standard, because not incel, but if a guy shows he has long-term dating problems, he just can't get women to emotionally invest in him or endure anything with him, right? He can't get women to romantically reciprocate romantic interest in them. Men will gladly make fun of that man and not think twice about it, or they'll I can't explain it perfectly, but they definitely will feel some kind of shame and disgust towards that man where they really shouldn't. And another example is if you go on a Discord server, whether it be about philosophy, a philosophy Discord server, a politics Discord server, a gaming Discord server, or a Discord server where people share pirated content, something I've seen way too much is a woman will join the VC and there will be an okay conversation. Right? The conversation could be anything. It could be about a game studio, a band, why they went down, a certain type of musical genre, a type of movie, right? Or a pop cultural. It could be literally anything. And just because a woman's in the chat, every guy's fighting for her attention, right? And sometimes it's not like them trying to ask what that girl's opinion is. Sometimes it's them trying to have the most interesting opinion or argue for an opinion that's popular, but you know from other things they've said they definitely don't agree with, right? And I've seen that way too many times on the internet where you will have some kind of male camaraderie or some kind of male, for lack of a better word, affection, right? Only for it to go down, right? Simply because a female joined the chat. And it's a huge shame. So if you're watching this video, the message of this video is very simply, love yourself, love your neighbor, love your brothers, most importantly. Bye.